Since the very beginning of human civilization, people have sought ways to express themselves, their identity, their beliefs, their status, and their emotions. Among all forms of adornment, one object has remained constant throughout history: the necklace. A necklace is not merely a piece of jewelry. It is a reflection of time, culture, and craftsmanship. It carries stories of ancient civilizations, echoes of forgotten traditions, and the brilliance of human creativity. From simple shells worn by early humans to the dazzling diamond necklaces of modern luxury, this journey is one of evolution, artistry, and meaning. Chapter 1: The Origins of Necklaces. The history of necklaces dates back over Showan years, making them one of the oldest forms of personal adornment known to humanity. In prehistoric times, humans created necklaces using materials readily available in nature. These included animal bones, teeth, shells, stones, and even plant fibers. These early necklaces were not created for beauty alone. They held deep symbolic meaning. Wearing a necklace made from animal teeth, for example, could represent strength or success in hunting. Shell necklaces might indicate connection to water or a specific tribe. These items were deeply personal and often spiritual. Necklaces were also believed to offer protection. Early humans thought certain materials could ward off evil spirits or bring good fortune. In this way, necklaces became more than decoration. They became tools of survival and belief. Chapter 2: The Rise of Civilization and Jewelry Craftsmanship. As human societies evolved into structured civilizations, so did the art of jewelry making. Ancient Egypt, the golden age of necklaces. In ancient Egypt, necklaces reached a new level of sophistication. Gold became the primary material due to its abundance and its association with the gods. Egyptians believed gold was the flesh of the gods, making it a sacred material. Pharaohs and nobles wore elaborate necklaces known as broad collars, often inlaid with gemstones like turquoise, lapis lazuli, and carnelian. These necklaces were not only symbols of wealth but also of divine protection. Many pieces were buried with the dead, as Egyptians believed they would be needed in the afterlife. Ancient Greece and Rome, elegance and innovation. The Greeks and Romans further refined necklace design, introducing more delicate and artistic styles. Gold chains, pendants, and engraved lockets became popular. Jewelry was often inspired by mythology, nature, and geometric patterns. In Rome, necklaces also became status symbols. Wealthy citizens wore intricate pieces adorned with pearls and gemstones, while simpler designs were worn by the common people. The Mughal era, a peak of luxury in South Asia, following the grandeur of the Mughal era. But the core essence of artistry remained unchanged. Creating a necklace has always been more than just assembling materials. It is a process that demands vision, patience, and exceptional skill, and other precious metals are chosen. Gold, in particular, has remained a favorite due to its softness and resistance to tarnish. Artisans would often spend days refining raw metal. Once prepared, the metal is heated and melted at controlled temperatures. This stage is critical, and intricate frameworks are created entirely by hand, as the smallest error can disrupt the symmetry of the entire piece. The challenge of perfection. Despite the beauty of the final product, the process of creating necklaces has always been filled with challenges. In earlier times, artisans worked without modern tools or technology, relying solely on their experience and steady hands. Maintaining the right temperature while working with metals was one of the biggest difficulties. Too much heat could damage the material, while too little could make it impossible to shape. Similarly, gemstone cutting required extreme precision. A single mistake could crack a stone that took years to acquire. Another major challenge was achieving balance in design. Necklaces are worn on the human body, meaning they must not only look beautiful, but also sit comfortably. This required a deep understanding of weight distribution and proportion. The pressure to achieve perfection was immense. Many artisans spent years mastering their craft, often learning through generations of family tradition. Their work was not just a profession, it was a lifelong dedication. Gemstones, the soul of the necklace. At the heart of every extraordinary necklace lies its gemstones. These natural treasures bring life, color, and meaning to each piece. Diamonds, known for their unmatched brilliance, have long symbolized strength and eternity. Their ability to reflect light makes them one of the most sought gemstones in history. Rubies, with their deep red hue, represent passion, power, and love. They were often associated with royalty and were believed to bring energy and protection to the wearer. Sapphires, typically found in rich blue tones, are linked to wisdom, clarity, and calmness. They have been used for centuries as symbols of truth and sincerity. Emeralds, with their vibrant green color, symbolize growth, prosperity, and renewal. Their natural inclusions give them a unique character, making each stone one of a kind. Opals, perhaps the most mysterious of all, display a mesmerizing play of colors. Their shifting hues create a sense of magic, making them truly unforgettable. Each gemstone carries its own story, shaped by the earth over millions of years. When placed into a necklace, these stones transform the piece into something deeply meaningful. From tradition to modern innovation, as time progressed, the art of necklace making entered a new phase. The Industrial Revolution introduced machines that could replicate designs quickly and efficiently. This made jewelry more accessible to the general public, transforming it from a luxury item into a widely available form of self-expression. However, with this shift came a contrast between machine-made and handcrafted jewelry. While machines offered speed and precision, they lacked the soul and uniqueness of handmade pieces. As a result, handcrafted necklaces continued to hold a special place in the world of luxury. Modern technology has also introduced new materials and techniques. Laser cutting, 3D design, and advanced polishing methods have expanded the possibilities of jewelry design. Yet, many designers still draw inspiration from ancient traditions, especially Mughal craftsmanship, blending the old with the new. Cultural and emotional significance. Necklaces have always carried deep cultural and emotional value. Across different societies, they represent identity, heritage, and personal expression. In many cultures, necklaces are gifted during important life events such as weddings, birthdays, or achievements. They often become heirlooms, passed down from one generation to another, carrying memories and stories with them. A necklace can symbolize love, commitment, or even protection. It can represent a moment in time, a celebration, a connection, or a personal milestone. This emotional value is what transforms a simple piece of jewelry into something truly priceless.